team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner decides to single fair catch. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Single back takes the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. The last time they played, of course, Alabama won comfortably. That was an embarrassing day for the LSU faithful. They have not forgotten it.
Chris, I don't think anybody's going to forget that loss because it was so surprising to see LSU get blown out. But they feel much better about this matchup.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Snags the quick throw. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Going with the old counter run here. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Bringing pressure. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. He's got enough for the first down and still going. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for that first down.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Handoff here from the shotgun. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Here's the handoff on a counter. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts. If the offense comes back with a counter play, if you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
This one is right through. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Keeping it on the ground here. Here's the second down play. Dropping back. It's Nussmeier. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Third down upcoming after that completion. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on third down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line. They get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
This one will be fair caught. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. The back's got it. Solid run. They'll bring him down to the 28-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. The game goes back to 1895, Kirk, but as you know, it's begun to pick up intensity, this rivalry, because they are always in each other's way in the SEC.
Yeah, this rivalry doesn't necessarily have the history, even though it does go back to 1895. But you're right. Things seem to change when the SEC split East and West. It became a battle about who would represent the West the winner typically between Alabama and LSU. It seems like every year from that point on, it's a game we all point to before the season even starts.
And the punt team makes its way onto the field. With the return, it's Anderson. Oh, and he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the returner. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Back to pass. It's Nussmeier. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender. My goodness.
Well, it's great to see this quarterback from LSU make that throw and put it right on the money to pick up that first down. And I think that's the big thing that LSU fans want to see is consistency from the quarterback position. There have been moments where you've seen that. There have been other moments where they've been asking for more out of their quarterback. So you had the Burrow moment in 2019 that was historic, one of the best we've ever seen in the sport. But now you want to see throws like this. It'd be a great compliment to that running game. And then you become a complete package and a real threat in the SEC.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. They're going to run it here. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Goes to his right side there for the completion. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
The coach decides no field goal attempt. The offense is out there to go for it on 4th down. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Looking to throw it on first down. Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep his drive moving.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. An inside give now from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. That's an important first down on that running play.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
He missed it. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss.
Oh, off the upright there. Boy, he hit it clean. It was end over end. I thought it had a real chance, and the ball just kind of kept moving on him, and then doink, right off the upright.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Picks up a short gain, but his swarm of the defense flying to the football. Second down after that run on the previous play. Hand off to the single back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Receiver makes the catch, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense moving closer to the line to gain after that catch. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he drops back in the gun. He makes the grab. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So it's 4th down and 2. They could make a first down without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Tackle made after just a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And this crowd coming to life here trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. He's past the marker and still going. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Here's the target, and it's complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
This time enough for one more play in the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes the catch downfield. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is blocked. Somebody got a hand on that. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Daniels. That picks up a 1st down. We'll spot it at the 39. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. tipped and then dropped. A chance to make a play, but instead it's third down.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. They'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. They bring the punter onto the field now. Looking to kick it away for the second time. This will bounce and head out of bounds inside the 10. That's a great punt. The offense will be pinned back. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They get him down. The gain is to about the 12. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up. The punt team making their way on the field. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Which offense can get it going first? This one has been a struggle so far. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Oh, and he flat dropped it. He's going to bring up third down for this offense.
That's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Jukes to get past the man. And moves the ball to the 35. Another first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looks right for a quick completion. Gets some space around the 30. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
It was a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and to talk about the history, It's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019, but Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So just 1 for 3 in red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
He moves the ball to the 1. 3rd down and goal. And the tight end tries to muscle his way to a 1st down. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. Right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On the run, it's Miller. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Looking for the wideout. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. Can he get there on the ground? And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. The offense still on the field. Looks like they're going to go for it. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Scanning the field. It's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made after a big gain. And that'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down after the incompletion. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. On the return, it's Adams. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense edge to it.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, LSU 10, Alabama 3.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they stop him? The 30. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Important second down play coming up. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. They can't stop him. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. And it's the Bayou Bengals pouring it on, beginning to pull away, and those LSU fans really beginning to party now, Kirk.
Yeah, LSU is having a lot of fun with this. Anytime they beat Alabama, they're always happy. But to be pulling away and almost starting to embarrass them, that's a special day for the LSU faithful.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch signaled for and take it. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The pocket breaking down. Oh, that one's picked off. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute, and the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, handoff inside.
That's a great way to start this drive after taking over in really good field position, working with the lead. Chance here for a knockout punch.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
They can put the game away right here. It's first and goal. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
The linebacker shifting around now. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about third down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, and maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Caught in the backfield. It's Taylor. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down. Man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
Field goal try. No good. Lead remains at 14 after the miss.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he just throws it away. Offense facing a 2nd and 10. They can't slow him down. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. He's brought down after a short gain. That's not going to be first down yardage.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Throws it to the right. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
They're going to run it. Breaking tackles. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Caught quickly. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down, looking to throw for it. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game. And the ball will turn over on downs.
Well, down late in this football game by more than a possession, they obviously had to go for this. They just couldn't come up with the execution.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They'll work the clock here with their running game. Breaking free at midfield. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Well, the energy really building now, Cricket. If they're not careful, this could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. But one of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. We'll call for the fair catch here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6. Offense cranking up the tempo now, no huddle. Dropping back, it's Milrow. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Tackled at the 40, that'll earn a fresh set of downs. Big guys up front lined up, it's first down. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Incompletion makes it second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Quarterback looking to scramble. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete, very lucky to avoid an interception there.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, he's throwing for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And looking for a big play here. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big gainer.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back. But here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. The extra point is good. They're down now 14, 24-10.
That makes the score
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has to recover. Looks like the hands team did its job. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
Boy, this offense's execution has been on point all game long, but especially in this fourth quarter. They're getting better and better, and this defense seems to have just quit out there.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. They'll ride the back again here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. First down here for this offense. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football if you walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of business and beaten a rival.
Nothing better than that. That's one of the feelings that you'll never forget. For everyone in this program who supports this team and played on that football field, they'll never forget this win. A well-earned victory and bragging rights until they play again.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.